Hello friends, today I want to talk to you guys about how to be happy, healthy, and wealthy at Javy's Health and Wealth Network. One thing that I'm going to advise you to do is invest in land. Why? Because God is not making any more. Somebody said that to me back in the days, and it just clicked and made sense. Land is very easy to maintain. You don't have to have any tenants. You don't have to fix any toilets. You just gotta pay your taxes and pay for the land. Yesterday I made some videos about investing, and I'm not a realtor. I'm not an advisor. I just share with you stuff that I do, that I use, and if it helps you somehow, click the like in my video and subscribe, and I'll share with you a little bit more. Okay, I want to talk to you about 1 acre of land that I bought in San Antonio, Texas, south side, but it's just south of downtown, over by 1604, going to Poteet, if you guys are familiar with that area. So I bought 1 acre of land. It was on sale for $18,000. So I called the guy and I asked him, so you're selling it for 18? I'm like, how about if I give you 15 and I'll give you 5,000 right now? And I don't know what's with me in 500s. For some reason, that's a really comfortable number for me, because I can pay $500 a month and be okay with it. So I told him, I'll give you 30 payments at 500, and he wanted interest rate. I'm like, nah, because I'm giving you a big down payment, and I'm also giving you 500 a month. Otherwise, if you finance me 30 years, I'm gonna be paying probably $50 a month for 30 years, and that's not gonna help you, or I'm not gonna finish ever paying you. So he took it, and I just bought it. When we went to closing, it's kind of funny because he told me at closing, once we had signed all the documents and everything, he said, hey, could you do me a favor and take my number off, because I'm still getting calls and I'm not telling them that I sold it, so I don't want my number on there. I'm like, cool. So I went to Lowe's, I bought paint, I bought numbers, and I painted the whole thing white, and then I put my phone numbers on. I put 1 acre for sale, and then I put my number on there. And it's funny because 2 weeks later I get a phone call, and they said, how much are you asking for that lot of for that acre of land on 1604? And I'm like, I'm asking 29. He's like, that's funny, because I called 2 weeks ago and it was 18. And I'm like, yeah, that's what I bought it for, but now it's 19. Well, long story longer, I sold it to somebody for $31,000 within the year. So I doubled my money pretty much. Now, the way I sold it is kind of interesting, because this really young, nice couple wanted to put a horse in there. They needed to fence it in, and they really didn't have any money. They had $2,000 to put down, and I needed money down. I'm like, you know what? I'm selling for 29. I'll sell it. What's a good amount that you can pay me a month without getting stuck? And the wife says, the husband says 300. And then the wife looks at him and he's like, no, and she tells me, I think 250 would be comfortable. So I'm like, okay, 250 it is. So I really wasn't hurting for money, and I really didn't need a lot of money. So at that time I told him, you know what, $250 a month is fine, and I don't want your $2,000, because they had $2,000 to seal the deal and to put as down payment. I'm like, use that money to fence your horse in so that it doesn't run out on the street and get hit by a car or something. Man, that wife at closing, she almost cried. She's like, why would you do something like this? And I said, because when I was buying property, I couldn't get anybody to sell me property without me putting like half of it down, and most people don't have that money. So she was very appreciative. She is the best paying person that I've had on any of the properties that I sold, that I rented, that I dealt with. She would pay me the month before the end of the month for the next month. And she was very happy. She finally finished paying me. She put everything that she needed to on that property. And she was very happy, and they're my friends forever because they appreciated me and they were very happy with me. And I was just so very happy that I was able to bless somebody with something that I acquire very easily. And I think I got a good deal. I'll have another story longer about property in West Texas because I couldn't find any nice land around San Antonio. But for now, I don't want my videos that long, so there is a link on my description on YouTube, on my link in my bio. My link is on my bio on Facebook. So click on it, like my video, subscribe, and I'll tell you another story about 300 acres of land that I picked up out west, and I'll share with you how I did that. But for now, I'll see you guys on my next video. Behave. God bless you all. Take care. Adios, amigos.